20 hypertrophy training tips and techniques. Tip number 1. Learn the two types of hypertrophy. These are sarcoplasmic and myofibrillar. Hypertrophy. They work very differently with different net results. Tip number 2. Learn to feel the difference. As you train, pay attention to your muscles and learn to feel the type of results you're getting. Tip number 3. Increase your time under tension. This means not putting the weight down or locking out the joint. Keep lifting to keep swelling the muscle. Tip number 4. Try using burns. These are exercises where you just bob the weight up and down when you can't perform more reps. Tip number 5. And partial reps. These are exercises where you purposefully train through only a portion of the movement, removing momentum and increasing TUT. Tip number 6. Train for strength with your 1 RM. Your 1 rep max requires the maximum muscle fiber recruitment, thereby strengthening the mind-muscle connection and increasing muscle damage. Tip number 7. And overcoming isometrics. This is your 0 RM, pulling or pushing against a weight that you can't move. This engages all the muscle fibers, just as though you were lifting your 1 RM. Tip number 8. Try eccentric isometrics. This means slowing down the negative portion of the movement where the muscle elongates. This creates more muscle tears at the point where the muscle is strongest. Tip number 9. And plyometrics. Plyometrics are explosive movements that involve jumping in some form. This is the same as lifting heavy weight to the muscles, acceleration is the same as force. Tip number 10. Use drop sets. Drop sets involve training with the heaviest weight possible until you reach failure. Then you lower the weight and keep going. Tip number 11. And mechanical drop sets. Here, instead of lowering the weight, you simply switch to an easier exercise. Tip number 12. Eat enough calories and carbs for muscle growth. You need calories to build muscle, and low blood sugar increases cortisol and myostatin. Tip number 13. And 1 gram of protein for each pound of body weight. This has been shown in studies to be optimal for muscle growth. Tip number 14. Don't forget fats. Fats offer slow-release energy, improve the absorption of nutrients and boost testosterone. Tip number 15. Or nutrients. Nutrients are crucial for a vast range of things. Avoid empty calories and seek out nutrient-dense foods. Tip number 16. Get plenty of rest. The more you rest, the more your body can repair muscle, increase testosterone and growth hormone and overall stimulate growth. Tip number 17. Add cardio into your training. This will improve your resting heart rate to improve anabolism and also increase your energy levels. Tip number 18. Combine this with HIIT. HIIT improves your mitochondrial count and is supposedly better for burning fat in the long term. Tip number 19. Monitor your progress to learn what works for you. The best fitness tracker is your body. Pay attention to what is working and do more of that. Different people respond better to different types of training. Tip number 20. Know why you train. Knowing why you train is what will ensure you always get out of bed in the morning to hit the gym. This is also what will ensure you give it your all and what will help you to train longer and harder.